Hello, my name is Alex Welsh, and I have the privilege of being your student's global digital leadership teacher for the first semester of the 21-22 school year. I'm entering my third year of teaching and first year at Rochester Community Schools, having previously taught in Troy and Hazel Park. I am a graduate of RCS, and I feel very lucky to be back in my home district and to be working for such an innovative and successful school district. I'm really looking forward to getting to know your students as they enter middle school and establishing relationships that I hopefully get to carry out with them as they go through middle school and ultimately into high school. Global Digital Leadership is a wonderful elective that centers on leadership as a whole and also teaches students digital proficiency and etiquette. On my welcome slide, I've listed the two best ways to contact me. First is being my email at awelsh@rochester.k12.mi.us. I typically respond to this email within the day of receiving to this address. The next best way to contact me is through my voicemail, 248-726-6501. This, however, may take me a day or so to return the call depending on when I get it. Finally, if you'd like to pause your video, I do have a QR code that you can scan, which will pull up a digital copy of our GDL syllabus if you'd like to follow along as we go through our curriculum night video. Hopefully your student brought home the syllabus already, but this is there in case you need it. It's also available on Google Classroom, which is a great place to go for any announcements, reminders, assignments, and due dates. Your students were instructed to share their login information with you on Google Classroom, and hopefully they've done so far. In our short amount of time together, we've spent some time getting to know each other and establishing those foundational relationships that are so important to having a successful and a positive experience together this semester. We've also began to work on our tech skills through Media Me. I was able to gauge how our students do or how proficient they are with technology, how comfortable they are with presentation, and then also had the opportunity to learn a little bit more about them. We've also started our Weebly website, which is another place that students will be uploading work to display not only to me, but to their classmates as well. We've also learned how to take a screenshot, which will be very important for this class. And finally, we've kind of learned the ins and outs of Google Classroom, which again is kind of the hub of GDL. Finally, we've looked at those, we've established those learning routines that are going to be important for our time together. These are things such as tech etiquette, tech resources, and etc. With a focus on leadership, tech proficiency, and etiquette, like I mentioned before, we are going to cover the following studies or units of study. We're going to begin by making a Weebly website. This gives students just a baseline of knowledge on how to create a website, which will be important as they progress in their secondary career. We're going to study CNN heroes, which are wonderful embodiments of leadership, most of whom are children around the world that take on various leadership roles. We'll look at digital citizen and what it means to be a responsible tech user. We'll look at we'll engage in community service projects, not only around our school, but hopefully at home as well. We'll explore the meaning of leadership and create our own leadership philosophies. We'll look at global business etiquette and explore how different countries go about their business. We'll even have Miss Mealy come in and do a short coding lesson with our students. We'll look at true colors and personalities. We'll explore teamwork through all of this. Almost everything we do in GDL will involve one element of teamwork. We'll look at cyber safety with our resource officer, Deputy Prachar. And then we'll look at ethical dilemmas and how leadership can help us make the right decision. For GDL, I have an open grading book system. Students can turn in late work within the quarter. The reason that I have an open grading book system with GDL and not in my other social studies classes is because GDL really hinges on on your last task. So you're building these skills as you go through. Students won't be able to move on until the next unit of study, until they've completed the previous unit of study, for they might miss some sort of tech skill that they need. I also include tech points. This is a low stakes but important way to motivate students to practice good tech etiquette. This includes things like being on appropriate websites, using their technology as a useful, resourceful tool rather than a gaming device or a distraction device. And I also have a points-based grading system where my points are based on the size and effort required for the project. I covered a lot of information about GDL and gave a general overview of what we'll do in our semester together. If you have questions or comments for me, feel free to stop this video, take out your phone and scan this QR code, which will lead you directly to a Google form where you'll be able to list your questions and comments and also tell me the best way to contact you to give you an answer. Thanks for watching. I look forward to our time together this year, and I really hope I get the opportunity to meet each of you. Have a wonderful night. Thanks.